Alright, what's going on, everybody? This is Juan from the Yadalak. I know it's been a while since I uploaded. It's been a while. Got a new phone, got a new deck. Went from playing Salamangreat to playing Blue Eyes, and I just want to tell y'all that it's been a while, so I'm glad I could get y'all back on here. So, hope y'all enjoy the list. This probably nobody's running this list. I haven't seen this list anywhere online or anything like that. So, I hope y'all do enjoy this list. I've seen a couple people upload it on like online sites, but nobody physically has uploaded a deck list like this. So I'm sorry. Hope you guys enjoy it. Yeah, for real, this is the most sauciest list you're gonna find. So hope you guys enjoy it. By the way, I got my structure decks in couple late as hell. Because I decided to order some German ones from, I don't know, from Germany, so it took a long ass time to get here. But yeah, they're all here now. Got them all. Everything's in German, so you're probably going to see this deck a little bit max rarity down, other than a couple cards, obviously. But I do love it the way it looks. So obviously, we're going to start off with the engine, Blue Eyes, White Dragon. I went back and forth playing 2 to 1. Decided 1 was the best way to go. You could definitely play 2. I wouldn't knock you if you play 2. His new faithful companion, the Blackluster Soldier. I had to get my boy in French, so hope you enjoy that. Yeah, this is what makes the deck go turbo. Next, we're gonna run 3 Maiden. She is fire. So she just sets a true light. You already know what she does. Gets you a spell or trap that mentions Blue Eyes. Yeah, it comes back when Blue Eyes is summoned. She does it all. So shout out to her. Level 1 Light Tuner. Now we got 3 Sages. He searches level 1 Light Tuner, searches Maiden, searches Effect Veiler, searches the next guy I'm about to show you. Also, he has an effect to target a card to send himself to the graveyard and then summon a Blue Eyes from deck. That comes up quite often because sometimes you revive Maiden with the card in the extra. I'm going to show you as well, and it definitely comes up frequently. Next, we're going to go one master effect. He adds back a level 1 Light Tuner, and basically, you can add back your Sage for next turn for your next normal summon. And also, he can target a card, send it to the graveyard, and then summon a Blue Eyes from graveyard. That's why we decided to only play 1 Blue Eyes moving forward, because we generally search him through our combos every single time. So, yeah, there's that. Lastly, this was the last edition, is 1 Neo Kaiser Seahorse. Worst normal summon of the deck, but he's still a 1-card combo, so you had to play him. I went back and forth cutting this. Didn't even play it at all to start. So, yeah, overall, he's pretty good. He's a tuner, but you don't ever use him. Yeah, he just sends Maiden. Get your Link 1, and she contributes herself from field now, from field air hand, and get the plays going. So, I like him. He's not bad, but off to the non-engine. That's it for the Blue Eyes engine. To non-engine, we got 3 Nibiru's. This card is super busted in this deck because it can get you a level 11, so all you need is 1 level 1 tuner to get you into your synchros. So basically, it doesn't matter as long as you can nib them. You're also nibbing their board, and then you're clearing everything, plus you're getting like part of your engine started, so it's really, really good. This and an effect veiler can start your engine, which is crazy. So off to 3 Ash Blossoms. Obviously, Ash is Ash. Now we're going to go to 2 Effect Veilers. You can search this card. I was playing it at 3. Didn't really like it going second, so I cut it down to 2. 2 Drolls. She got the ultis in one different types, though. I like to see them both. That way I can see which one I like more. But yeah, there's that one. Droll is really good. Underrated card in this format. Every time I drop this card, you should like generally stop them like really, really close unless it's like a Malice deck, and then you just win. Then next we got 2 Imperms. I was playing 3 when I started. Definitely, you could play 3. I do want to play the 3rd, but I mean, I wouldn't like. You could play the 3rd, and it'd probably be correct. And then I played 2 Dominus Purge. So there's that. There's the hand trap lineup, and the monster is pretty thick. Off to the spells and traps. We're going to run 3 Wishes. This card is the reason why the deck is even viable, 100%. I'm trying to splash this in like every single deck right now because it can search Effect Veiler plus a Blue Eye Speller Trap. So if it comes out with a good Blue Eye Speller Trap that doesn't lock you into dragons like Saga, the deck's gonna be busted right away, 100%. So yeah, 100%. This is the best card for keeping the deck alive. Since we are playing a pure version, we're not using Primite cards. I play 2 bingos. This card's really, really, really good. It can get you, obviously, you can reveal all 3 wishes, or you can reveal any other spell trap in the game, or you can reveal a Blue Eyes White Dragon, add it to your hand. So really, really good. Gets you your plays going. 2 Ultimate Fusion. Obviously, this is a fusion deck. We're trying to fuse into our Dragon Master, so you gotta have 2 fusion spells. Quick play spell. This also dodges like cards like Impermanent Veiler on your Link 1. If you have a dragon in your hand or a grave or anything like that, you can just go ahead and dodge it and then summon Tyrant Dragon and then still search for your field spell, which is really huge because a lot of people tend to stop the field spell search. And that's why I like playing 2 of, because you can search one of this and then set it off the trap, off True Light. If you've already drawn one of these 5 cards in combination, you can go ahead and start your combo and dodge a card at the same time. So I personally like that. Lastly, for the Blue Eyes spells, we got 1 Saga, summons a Blue Eyes from anywhere. That's why it doesn't matter if it gets Bestial or whatever. Really good card. I mean, there's nothing to say about it. Mausoleum, busted. Sends another card. Sends a card, gets additional summon Gateway, searches BLS. All this is done in 1 card combo. Lastly, for the Blue Eyes engine, it's 1 True Light. Everybody knows what it does. Sets a Spire Trap, or it can revive a Blue Eyes. Both those effects are very, very, very relevant on their own turn. On each of their respective turns, we run 1 Secret Rumble. This card's really good. It's probably the only engine requirement that you run that's not has anything to do with any of the 2 engines, but it's really, really good. It's the reason why we run the Nibiru. 2 Crossouts, 1 Called By, 1 Talents. This is my way to stop stuff, so really good card. This can stop anything. This can stop things later, like D-Berry or stuff like that. This is just generally good. A lot of people are hand trapping right now. Like I said, this deck really wants to minimize its bricks, so a lot of these cards are once per turn, so you'll realize a lot of weird numbers in this deck, because I realized that at the end of the day you're still playing Blue Eyes, so you gotta minimize the cards that are that you want to see 1 of, but you don't mind seeing, because they're all really once per turn and you don't want to see 3 talents. The reason the deck is made: Dragon, Master, Magia. Card's nice. 3 negates. Generally it's like 2 negates, but you know, if they have an imperm, or if they have I don't know, evenly matched, you know, something like that, you can generally stop it. You can also stop this against Malice when they set a card. They can banish it to pay cost or whatever, and then you'll just negate it, and then you can just negate the monsters and it gets banished, and then you can go tag out and then do something else. So yeah, this generally has a good matchup against Malice, which Malice is definitely this deck's worst matchup if it goes second, but I mean, going first you shouldn't lose. So the Blue Eyes Ultimate, really good. The Blue Eyes Tyrant, also really good. Yeah, this card's busted. This card's really busted. Gets a trap back, gets you an Imperm or Purge, or your True Light. Tends to get destroyed quite often. So you usually get them back. This card's, I would never cut this. 2 Spirits, 1 Always. 2, I don't know. You could, this is definitely the only flex spot in the deck is right now is the Spirit. Because this deck's kind of going all in real quick, but if you don't, you have a lot of hand traps to sit on. So turn 2, this can get you your field spell if this gets stopped, and you kind of get put on just like a Spirit Pass, Spirit Synchro Pass with like 1 or 2 hand traps is still enough, because you could still put up like a Graveyard Negate and Omni Negate first, and like another hand trap, maybe be high impact hand trap like Nib, or high impact hand trap like Droll, and the first thing they do is like search. So this card you definitely need 2 of, because sometimes you get stopped, and the second one comes up, revive always comes up, and the search effect comes up pretty much all the time too, if you definitely go into it. The Ancient Fairy Dragon, this is the only reason why the deck exists as a 1 card combo, so yep, there's that. And then now for the engine I really enjoy in the deck is the Stardust engine. This engine is really nice because it revives you a Maiden, so that way your Master can target it, and then she can just target another like tuner, revive it, and now you have like 8 negates on your opponent's turn instead of just having like 4 or 5. This allows you to have that, and it allows you to put a board breaker piece on your inboard. So I really like the Stardust package really much. It allows your True Light to not just revive a Blue Eyes, but it allows you to synchro summon on your opponent's turn. That's pretty nuts. And the monster doesn't have to be himself that synchros, or you don't have to use the Stardust that it comes out. You just use any monsters on the field. So yeah, really busted. Next, we run 3 Blue Eye Spirit Dragon. I run through like 3 or 4 of these in a combo. So yeah, so in your basic combo, you run through all 3 of these, and you can shuffle one back off the Ultimate Fusion. But yeah, you definitely run through like 3 or 4 of these every combo. Unless you get hand trapped, then you run through like 1 or 2. But it's still, like, obviously I've seen a lot of decks play 2, and maybe I'm just not playing it right, but this card definitely goes into all of these. Next, we play the new best guy. Omni Negate can't be banished, so you can't get called by it. You can't get bestialed. If you have this, then you just quick tag into it. Everybody knows. The 1 Crimson Dragon, really good. Searches things, tags you into these guys, so really good. 1 Quasar, he's really good as well. He's the reason why I like this deck. I know you can play the other guy, and I don't really like him because I believe that this next guy is his kryptonite, so when people just try to summon this, you can just negate the summon. Or when they summon any Xyz, I've seen a lot of people go into like the, I don't know, this, the guy that destroys all the cards or whatever. He's a rank 4 Xyz, and but it doesn't matter. This can negate summons, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, this card's busted, and he's 4,000 attack. So however you look at him, he's needed. This guy's needed against Ryziel. Just outs the detonator. You can summon like a little guy, and just out a Ryziel with that. And this is busted. So I decided to put a spot in for him. The second Ancient Fairy Dragon was in there before. Now it's not. Typhon is in here. So that is the deck. Throw the Magia back on top real quick. Leave it right here. Alright, now we're going to go off to we'll go off to the sideboard real quick. I didn't really want to show this because, I don't know, just not really big on that, but I don't really like showing people like a lot of tech cards. But yeah, here this is. I know I haven't posted in a while, so I'm going to give you everything I got. So, the Bestials, the 1 Magnemite, 1 Juiceworm. I was playing the Baldrake just because you can cross out one of the 3 names, it doesn't matter. But yeah, I decided to cut back on it for another card, and I'm going to show you what it is. And I believe it's not better, but it's kind of more universal, if that makes sense. Then we got the Lancias. Lancia's a great card. Like I said, you're not really worried about Malice, but it definitely is your toughest matchup just because it hits a lot of graveyard stuff, and they do react with a lot of your stuff that it's not really favorable, so you don't really like the interactions they give you, and they're kind of tough to surpass. Next, this is my tech card. That's the only reason why I believe this deck can succeed is because I play Twin Twisters, and I know a lot of people are playing Twin Twisters, and people are playing like Duster, Featherstorm, and I've seen a lot of cards just get blown out. In the draw phase, you can just, in the mirror match, you can just draw phase, Twister the Primite card that was set, because you know exactly where it's set, and blow it up, and then during standby phase, they'll grab the ether back. So during the standby phase, it'll be alive to negate this, but during the draw phase, it won't. So you can destroy, you know where the target destruction is that you need to destroy for later on, and then you can destroy another, if you have another set card, just destroy that. But if they just have the True Light, then you destroy that, and then it forces their spirit to use in a graveyard negate, and that's really helpful because if you're in the mirror, you have a lot of graveyard activated effects, so you don't want to get yourself spirited, so it'll stop a spirit from stopping their True Light, and yeah, basically it just does a lot. That's why I like Twin Twisters. And it's also really good against like Ryzo. You can Twin Twister a set card because a lot of people are playing like Solemns. So you can Twister a set card and the field spell, and then play on, and then just throw your Typhon on top. And now the field spell can't negate your Typhon. So yeah, this is crazy. This card's absolutely crazy. I don't know why people are playing something else. But yeah, bottom line, that's that. There's my reason behind it as well, so I didn't just throw 3 cards on the field. Next 3 Eclipse. Obviously this for Ryziel, pretty much every deck, right? Can book them all face down. These are the cards I ended up changing some cards for. I decided to play 2 droplets. Droplets really good against a lot of matchups, right? Against a lot of, just universally better against a lot of matchups. You could play ZXC's on course, but I do think this kid kills rogue decks that put up like a big monster. I'm not really sure, but yeah, bottom line, this is more universal, and I found it to be way, way better in a lot more shitty situations. And then the tactic and the barrier, and there's not a normal spell in my side deck, but there's a ton in the main deck. You have impulse, or you have purge, you have imperm, you have all the normal spells, the sage or the saga, the wishes, the bingo. It doesn't matter what it is, and then obviously 100%. This is what it gets as well. So it's like playing 2 copies. You could play 3, but that's just it. That's the deck profile. That's everything. I just got one more little thing to speed through real quick, and then that'll be it. And it's basically just honorable mentions, cards that you could run in your side or main. 3 Judgment, 3 Slayers, the 3rd Droplet. Like I said, I was running 2 Blue Eyes. I was running this for the longest time till I cut it maybe this past week. I cut this card because I didn't really like it going first, and then there's absolutely no room in the side, so I just cut it completely. I just really like it. Like I said, this was in the side deck for a long time. This was there to respect Malice, the 3rd Purge, the 3rd Bingo, the 3rd Veiler, the 3rd Droll, the 3rd Imperm, your little small Gamma package, because this deck does get hit with like an Ash on like an open field, or like a Droll on an open field, or just anything really easily. So yeah, you could run that. I was running it, but I just didn't draw it enough, and I didn't really like it when I did draw it, and I felt like kind of situational. 2 Ogres. This card's actually really good. It might move into the main deck, but I'm not sure. The next best side deck card is the Spookies. I want a spot for it, but I can't find it. Like I said, you can run more of these if you want. And the crossout, if you want to run the 3rd crossout on the side or the main. This was in the main for a really long time. I recently just took it out with the trap card. I was running 43, moved it down to 41. Took the trap out and the 3rd crossout. But yeah, that's it, guys. So that's it for the profile. I'm glad y'all guys, if y'all did come to watch the video. I know it's kind of long, but hope you guys enjoyed it. This is Juan from the Yacht Signing out, guys. Peace.